Wij van Sunweb TV brengen u het betoogmoment van Orlando Olmberg, chairman van Suriname Energy Chamber, tijdens de conferentie die gehouden werd met als thema Local Content Development for Economic Growth.
Local content development is not something new for Suriname. It's something that has been developed over the years. If we look back, then it started especially with Suralco and Alcoa, who had a great impact in this country because they developed the people who helped develop the country. If we look at some of the results that we had in the past when it comes to local content development, then we can say that we are on a good way to the stage where we are right now. We are very happy that we see that the government has taken it very seriously with local content development by putting in place a local content board. And that local content board that is led by Mrs. Arlene Emanuels has to make sure that with every stakeholder, starting with state oil company, who has really done an immense job through the years to start creating the pathway for local content development, together with all the other players that are coming on board, the IOCs, and the other companies that are on board, to make sure that we create the best pathway. Why do we need this conference? This conference, and I must say that we got the buy-in from almost every stakeholder. This conference is important because we know that there's an FID that is about to take place. There are more jobs, more opportunities to come into Suriname. So it's very important for us as a country to make sure that we make sure that all those small bits and pieces come together. And we do, I must say that I'm very proud to see that every organization that is important for local content development, at least the one that could make it, are here. So this conference is to bring clarity to where we're heading to, what is the roadmap, where are we going to when it comes to local content development. This is a conference that has to make sure that we also work towards development in a collaborative way, that all stakeholders that we are in contact with each other talk to each other and make decisions together. And thirdly, but last but not least, is this conference is very important that we network to make sure that the public sector and the private sector are aligned. I want to thank everybody that made the time to be here. I want to start to thank the president, who, when I called the cabinet, it was just a yes. I want to thank the Minister of Economic Affairs, that when I called and I said, we need you to be there as important minister, it was a second yes. When I called the embassy to ask if they can participate, it was a third yes. So I'm very grateful that you made the time to be here. I also want to be thankful to Mrs. Arlene from the local, the head of the local content development board, who gave me every support that I needed. State oil company, who was ready before I was ready. They were even ready and supported us. Mr. Dennis Pello supported us all the way. I call him every day, but he's always cool off and he's always ready. I also want to thank our sponsors that sponsored us. That is the FINA Bank as our gold sponsor, Haven Beheer as our gold sponsor, also MAS as our gold sponsor. I want to thank them also. And I also want to thank Staatsolie, who supported us financially also, and also supported us especially to make this day possible. Thank you very much. And I want to thank also Total Energy. From the first time that I spoke to their head, he says, when it comes to local content development, that is our thing. We're going to be there. And they kept their promise. But I especially want to thank you, because with all of this, if you were not present, it would be nothing.